I'm Aurelia.
I'm Gaius Quintus Marcus Tulio Smith.
I'm Finestra.
And today we have a special guest.
Cornelius Flavius Arcadius IV, a Roman soldier.
Wow, this is like a dream come true. I'm so honored to be on your show. I mean, I didn't think TVs were invented yet, but I mean, I'm still glad to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you. So Cornelius, how are you?
You know, battle's been rough, but I've been managing.
You're so tough.
So I've heard you just recently came back from the Gallic Wars.
You know, yeah, I actually just flew in from Gaul last night to be here on your show.
Wow.
Such an honor.
Yeah. So can you give us first-hand battle experiences?
Sure, you know, living a battle can be a little difficult.
Okay, we're here for you.
So when approaching a battle, what fighting tactics did you usually use?
You know, typically we would have the triple line formation or any variation of that, and we'd have gaps in between each line, you know, for when the first flank, consisting of the archers and the javelin throwers, you know, the pila, they'd be in the front, and once they had thrown their weapons and flung their weapons at the enemy, you know, stabbing them with projectiles, they'd retreat back through the gaps in the lines, and then everyone else would just go right at them. Yeah.
Wow.
Particularly,
So, there another way?
Oh yeah, the orb formation, personal favorite of mine. I also utilize multiple
I think I've heard of
times.
this one.
Yeah, it's 2 wings and a central flank, and then the wings would effectively individually turn all around, and then they would go together at one
Like
point.
in compass?
Yeah, and
Compass the enemy?
they'd turn, and then they'd come together and go towards the actual, you know, enemy front, and then they would leave the central flank behind. And of course, they would have, you know, javelin throwers, a pila, you know, an archer.
That sounds really effective.
Very effective. Very
So-
effective.
Caesar!
Yeah, so
He's
by
a genius.
using these
Yeah.
tactics and with like Caesar as your leader, you're probably used to facing minimal resistance from your enemies.
I mean, in this case, the Monopoly had, what, like 9,000 soldiers? I mean, it's
Wow, that's
kind of
A little low.
a little bit low. So, I mean, we were easily able to subdue them, but, you know, over a couple years, only in 57 BC, we were finally able to, like, stop them. They were very persistent little buggers, you know, keep persisting, and we put them down. You know, with a guy like Caesar.
Sounds like Caesar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a guy like Caesar in front of us, you know, leading us.
Basically
we were pretty
impossible
well
to lose.
Yeah, so you're really used to winning then, right?
Yeah, we had a pretty outstanding record, you know. Caesar in front of you?
Well, I heard that Caesar mentioned that he usually gets cattle and people as spoils from war. What do you, as a lower ranked Roman soldier, usually get?
We'd always get the spoils of war, you know, land, valuables, whatever we could get our hands on during the whole, like, bloodbath, you know. Actually, particularly, I got... these.
Wow.
Now,
Wow. Those are beautiful. Those are just...
Please. You know, funny story actually. So we were actually we were pillaging a village, and there was a woman, and she was just in horror and shock. Her house was set on fire by one of my good old buddies, Lucius. You know, and the house was just burning down. And she was like crying, and she was like, "Oh, help me, help me! My children are in there." I'm like, "Oh wow!" And naturally, like I felt pity, so I kind of just grabbed the necklaces and ran, you know?
Right, like what happens when you pillage a village? You pillage a village and you get the necklace.
Yeah, you get the treasure, you get
That's
the
what
gold.
happens. I mean, that's how it goes.
No, it's just...
Sorry, lady. Sorry your house
Sorry.
burned. Took your necklace.
I shouldn't have messed with the Romans. Alright.
So, according to Caesar's description of his time in northern Gaul, it seems like he came, conquered, made peace, and then left. How long do you think you were usually in one place at a time?
I mean, we would usually just stay for however long it took to, you know, kill them. Destroy them, you know? We're very dedicated to the cause. We're very dedicated. Rome, we would do anything, you know, for our country, for Caesar. And, you know, if Caesar says, Castor Poneris, set up camp, you know, we're going to be there for as long as it takes. We'd have 45-pound weights on our shoulders to carry.
Wow. So you must be so strong.
Wow.
Do you lift?
Occasion. Occasion.
So, you're very used to following orders and not hesitating?
I mean, it's not to say that I don't have some leadership skills, but I mean, you know, Caesar, what a guy. Quite a guy.
Yeah,
you know, and
He really is.
Caesar, and
He's
like,
a leader.
I'm very loyal to that man, you know, and as well as like my country, Rome. You know, it's my homeland. I'm loyal to it, so I'll follow orders that will, you know, help everyone out, help the cause.
What guy?
I can't imagine fighting like you do all the time.
Wow, neither can I. But, you know, we happen to have a representation of a battle that you were probably in on set right now.
You're pulling my leg.
Nope. I mean,
yanking the
totally
chain.
serious.
Oh.
Totally serious. You know,
Oh,
were you
oh,
were you in the Battle of Munda?
Oh, this is just I'm shocked. This is the greatest news I've heard all week. Wow.
Yeah, well, we
wow.
have a model of the Battle of Munda on set right now.
Wow.
So
This
you
is
think
fantastic.
you think you could tell us about it?
Yeah, sure.
It's your perspective, your soldier perspective, regular guy perspective in the Battle of Munda.
I mean, well, it's so accurate. I just feel like I'm reliving the battle, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, this is so accurate. I really feel like I'm reliving this battle.
I mean, that was the goal, you know. But, I mean, obviously, we couldn't fit as many numbers,
Naturally.
as many soldiers as there were in the actual battle. So, us and everyone else at home would like to ask you a few questions about the numbers in the battle.
Well,
how many?
at the beginning of the Roman Empire, the army consisted of about 390,000 men, but during the actual Battle of Munda, it was only about 40,000.
That's pretty good still.
Still pretty large numbers.
Alright, so in the Battle of Munda, in this replica, can you tell us where the cavalry were in your army?
I mean, the cavalry were usually stationed on the wings here, and you know, we'd go up that way and up that way, and then we have the foot soldiers in the middle.
Yeah. So Cornelius, what was Caesar's strategy in placing specific soldiers where on the battlefield?
Well, all right. So here we have a central legion, 5,000 men, which was 10 cohorts on each legion. So there are 10 cohorts, or one legion right here, and then we get the cavalry on each of the wings.
So, where were you, as an ordinary Roman soldier, positioned during this battle of Munda?
Now, I was in the infantry called the Ordines, or Ordinators, right here, pretty much in the middle in this legion. And I was sandwiched, by the cavalry on each of the sides.
Oh, so like the horses? Like
Yeah.
I got you. They were like support.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what legion were you in?
I was actually in the 10th legion, which happened to be Caesar's favorite.
Oh.
That's the more you know,
Yeah. So did Caesar have a specific strategic move that helped him gain the upper hand in the Battle of Munda, allowing you guys to eventually win?
Caesar actually took command of my legion and, led it forward against the enemy, finally allowing us to push the enemy back. Then, using the strategy, the cavalry was able to get the upper hand, and they pushed forward, they went forward, and they weakened the enemy forces greatly, and eventually allowed us to come out victorious.
So, I mean, after all of these numerous victories that you have, I see you built quite a reputation for yourself.
Well, you could say that. I mean, I am on the most popular show in Rome right now.
Oh, you.
Too kind. I've also heard that you have recently been in some fashion. Tell us about that.
I mean, well, I was actually asked to go on a little show called Roman Runway, to show
Favorite
off
show?
some
One of my favorites.
show some of my gear and armor and weaponry from the Battle of Munda.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah.
I love that show.
So can you tell us about it? Actually, I think we have some clips
Yes.
from the
Clips.
show itself.
Surprise, we have some.
Oh, we got
Surprise!
everything.
All right, that's.
So would the audience like to see some of the clips? you- Wow, that's a great shot. You look great. So what are you wearing there?
Well, here I have a woolen tunic, and on top of that right here, and what I wore in the Battle of Munda, among other battles, I have my lorica, which is made of metal strips, which are fastened into internal leather straps. And I mean, you can fold it into 4 sections, which makes it very easy to pack. It's an all-in-go armor. It's good.
Very practical.
Yeah, very practical. Oh, well, here's my gallia, my helmet, and there are many types of gallia, but mine is actually an imperial helmet. It has advanced features such as slope neck, and ear guards, and some had a crest holder made of horsehair. And here's my crest holder.
I see in this shot you have a gladius, is that right?
Yeah, gladius. It's for hand-to-hand combat, and you know, it's a sword. Most soldiers, actually all soldiers, have it on them. It is an offensive weapon, you know, of Taylor, offensive weapons. I personally had a gladius dispenser like this,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, it's really pretty soft metal, you know, so it'll bend when it strikes the enemy's shield, you know, so boom, boom, yeah, and it was 2-edged for cutting and had a point for stabbing, so pretty effective.
Seems pretty effective. So is this a pilum?
Yeah, this is a javelin, the weapon primarily used by the first flank. So, well, yeah, this is thrown at the enemy before charging them. It's made with a soft shank, you know, so it'll bend after impact. And this makes it so that the pilum is useless to the enemy.
Of course.
You know, it also makes it that the pilum will embed into the scutum's fabric and make it unwieldy and possibly unusable, you know? And or at least, I mean, they'll have to take it out, so by the time they take it out of their scutum, they're still
Dead.
weak and dead.
That makes sense.
Very effective.
This is a beautifully crafted.
Yeah, it's, you know, standard Roman issue, you know? This is what every soldier gets. There's a lot of these. This is, you know, like you said, this is a scutum. For the audience, this is a shield. You know, it's a large rounded shield, and it's made of wood, you know, covered by leather and canvas. They're pretty handy because of the light materials, and they cover the entire body, you know?
Yeah,
They're
it seems like a
very,
thing.
very quality shield. It's like, you know.
Thanks for stopping by and watching this episode of
The Brown House. And next week, Hannibal and his favorite pet elephant.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Gotta tune in for that one.
Good job. Great
Bye.
show, guys.
Aw.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks you. Thanks for coming.
Someone take a picture of this. It was
I guess you should say.
Oh, you handsome guy! Oh. I mean, that's what you do when you pillage a village.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, excuse my idioms, you know. I mean, Costroponers set up camp, so, you know, it was...
You are just breaking the tub.
Holy shit.
Emma.
Sophie, I'm so sorry. What did I just do? I'm so sorry.
Anything against that?
I'm trying to make it better. That's not getting better.
Just don't touch
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Okay, just put your foot off.
They did that. They did that.
They did.
Okay, but we're not using that. That's
You can do
too
that,
much.
but
That's
don't
too
laugh.
much.
You're just offended because
Okay,
you're
keep
Jewish.
going.
Yes, I am. Is that a problem? Is that a problem?
You know, this is Rome. Jews weren't even invented yet.
Yes, they were. Everyone was.
I don't even know what happened.
I think it's already happened before.
What were we in about, you know?
That was the goal. But, I mean, obviously we couldn't put that.
Okay. Go.
So, Emma, I mean.
Sandwich
what
time.
were the battle lines called?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I was just wondering.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. So,
Can we ever do that one? Here anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna go home. Every soldier is equipped with a large, you know, rounded scutum shield. It's made of wood.